Do you want to build more muscle? Is the muscle not growing at the rate that you'd want? Well, check out this video because I'm going to show you exactly what to do to build as much muscle as humanly possible. And if you haven't already subscribed, click the button below, subscribe, because in this channel, I'm going to show you how to build the ripped, strong, 7-figure body physique without starvation, without steroids, and without cutting out carbs. Alright guys, what's up? This is Coach Amir from 7figurebody.com, and in today's video we're going to talk about the 7 main reasons that you're not building as much muscle as you could be. So these are the 7 things to avoid, or we can say 7 biggest mistakes that I see people doing in the gym, and that's the reason why they're not building muscle. So have you been going to the gym for quite a while, maybe several months or maybe even years, and you do not see progress? You don't look any differently? Well, remember, this is almost the norm. After probably 20 plus years that I've been in the gym, I've been, 3 continents and I don't know how many countries and probably hundreds of gyms at this point. And when I go into any gym anywhere, I first have to literally go like this, look down, don't look at what people are doing, because the number one biggest reason that people are not building muscle, and I'm talking people who are already in the gym, is wrong form. Their form is not correct. They're simply doing the exercise wrong. So it doesn't matter everything else, whether you use the right weight or not, whether you're pushing it hard or not. What's the point if you are just doing it wrong? So think about it. If you have a car and the alignment is off and it's going kind of on the left side, just putting a bigger engine, or pushing it harder, pressing the gas pedal more, it's not going to do anything. It's just still going to go to the wrong side. The alignment has to be there. And in this case, for the exercises, the form is the number one thing. Okay, number 2 is you do not have the right training program. And of course, this can be, endlessly complex for an advanced individual, and it can really be very, very simple for somebody who's just starting out. So for most of you entrepreneurs who just want to, drop some weight and be in a really, really good shape, you don't need to win bodybuilding competitions or anything like that, which, most of us do not need to do. So the only thing that you really need to do is have a basic training program. And of course, the main thing there is depends on how many times a week you're training in the gym. So if you are doing 2 workouts a week or 3 workouts a week, definitely do full body workout every time. That is the best bang for your buck. So the best way to be as efficient and as effective with your workouts is to do a full body workout every time. If you're doing up to 3 workouts per week, which again, for 99% of you entrepreneurs, this is going to be more than enough. Okay. Now, if you are more committed, you really have more time, and this is more important to you, you want to really build that ripped, strong physique that kind of is like jaw-dropping when you show up at the beach. Maybe eventually, especially as you come out of that newbie gains, the first 6 to 12 months of proper lifting, and now you kind of enter the intermediate level, you may need to be, increasing your frequency of training per week. So you may need to work out 4 times a week. In that case, by far the best training split is upper, lower, upper, lower. That's by far the best bang for your buck. You're going to work out and train every muscle group twice a week, which in many cases is really optimal for most people. So leaving it there for the second one, but remember, the proper training program is king. Number 3, the third biggest reason that you're not growing muscle is simply that you do not have progress in mind. You're not actively focusing on progressing in the gym. What does that mean? It does not have to mean just lifting more weight. Eventually, yes, you will be lifting more weight, but the main thing is track progress. Are you having more repetitions per set? So for example, if you put, 200 pounds on your bench press and you bench that for 6 times, so you can do 6 reps and you do 3 sets and it's 5 reps. And some months later, you're able to do same 200 pounds and do, 10 reps and 10 reps and 9 reps for the same 3 sets. Guess what happened? That's progress. You got stronger and built muscle. So at the end of the day, I really, really need you to be focused on progress. And please remember, over here in the 7-figure body world, where we do everything that's science-based and makes sense, and the third, probably, not last, but probably first, is not getting injured. We want to have longevity. We want to be lifting when we're 85 years old and be strong and healthy and, high performing. We don't want to be broken like most bodybuilders and people who are doing it wrong. Why I say that is because we don't need to just be adding weight. So I'm not saying every single week add more weight. No. Number 1 that I would suggest is add more repetitions per set. Then add more sets then potentially change the exercise so that, you know, that same volume of training you do it with a certain different exercise or different movement. Only then should you progress in increasing weight. Number 4, the reason that you're not building muscle is because you are simply not training hard enough. You're not training hard enough. So if all the 3 things that we talked about prior are in place already, so you have the right form, you have the right training program, you're chasing progress, you're simply not, you know, then the 4th thing that's left, if you're not building muscle, is you're simply not training hard enough. This is, I mean, I can't blame you. Nobody can blame you. We all do this. Out of my 20 plus years in the gym, probably the first 10 more or less were wasted simply because I didn't have this part. I did not know how and you know exactly what, when, and how, what to do in the gym to actually train hard to induce that, you know, incentive and give the incentive to the body to build more muscle. So you're not training hard enough. So what does this mean? If you put a certain weight and you tell me, hey coach, you know, I'm doing 10 reps with this, and if I was there and if I actually pushed you, you know, you may be able to do 16 reps or 18 reps, and you're actually stopping at 10. What does that mean? You are not training hard enough. You're leaving gains on the table. You could be building more muscle than you are. So remember that, train hard. So number 5 is you're simply using too much weight. So yeah, you're using weight that's too heavy. This is kind of the opposite of what I just talked about, where people are not training hard. But remember, that has a lot of like, you know, little details around that make it make sense. People are not training hard. On the other hand, people are, especially, you know, guys, you know, ego-driven, wannabe machos. Oh, I got to put more weight so I can impress guys in the gym. First, nobody cares what you know, how much weight you're using. Literally, nobody cares. Number 1. Number 2, when you're using too much weight, you end up kind of using the momentum and inertia and kind of like throwing weights around. And this, of course, this kind of reminds you of CrossFit probably, right? Just using, you know, too much weight, throwing them around, hoping to get injured, because getting injured is awesome. Good job, CrossFit. Reason 6 that you're not building muscle is your nutrition is not on point. Of course, exercise, like actual lifting, is that it's almost like a on switch for that machinery in your body that builds muscle and is absolutely necessary first step. But in order for your body to be able to build muscle, you have to give it the right nutrients. You literally have to have building blocks for the wall. If you look at building muscle as a wall, you know, protein and other nutrients that you give to your body from, you know, your food is what actually are the building blocks to build that wall. So your nutrition has to be on point. Number 1 thing, there's going to be enough protein. Number 2, probably total calories. But of course, there's a lot of nuances around it. We're going to talk about it in different, videos about pre and post workout nutrition and optimizing nutrition for muscle building. But for now, remember that nutrition is very, very, very important. Probably as important as actual lifting is for building muscle. And the 7th reason that you're not building as much muscle as you possibly could be is you are neglecting sleep. You're not focusing on sleep as one of the primary drivers of, you know, things that are going to allow you to build as much muscle, because it truly is that. Sleep is our absolute most effective, strongest, most powerful natural recovery tool we have. And if you're lifting properly, like you're actually killing it in the gym with the right form and intensity and everything is there, but then you're not sleeping enough, you're not giving body enough time to actually recover properly and build that muscle. And also, if you don't do that, you're not recovered, but you go and lift again and put more stress on you, just basically like, you know, kicking a dead horse. There's no point. You're just going to actually go back. So you're not going to progress. You're going to regress and possibly even lose muscle if you're not sleeping enough. Your stress is going to be high. That is going to directly counteract all the pathways, physiological, neural, and all the other pathways in your body that actually build muscle. So remember, treat your sleep as one of the most important, like top priorities for building muscle, because it truly is that. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you like it. If you haven't subscribed yet, click the like button below and subscribe, because every week I'm going to have 2 awesome videos that are going to allow you to build a strong, ripped, healthy, high-performing 7-figure body physique. And hope you like this, and let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Which of these mistakes have you been doing yourself, and which of these you think you will stop doing and do better in the future? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.